Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters, you're welcome to today's class. And in today's class, inshallah, we are going to be concluding the rules governing the articulation of Nun Sakinah and Tanwin. If you remember from our previous class, we talked about Al-Izhar and Al-Idgham of the rules governing the articulation of Nun Sakinah and Tanwin. Now the remaining two, Al-Ikhfau and Al-Iqlab, shall be discussed today. So let's get right into it. Now before we go to Al-Ikhfau, I would want us to first discuss Al-Iqlab. That is because when we have discussed Al-Iqlab, there's a particular understanding from the three previous rules that will help us to explain Al-Ikhfau better. So when we get there, we'll talk about it. Now, Al-Iqlab is a rule whereby when Nun Sakinah or Tanwin is followed by Ba, we apply this rule. Unlike the previous two that have 6 letters that may come after Nun Sakinah or Tanwin before their application, for Iqlab, only Ba is the letter. When Ba comes after Nun Sakinah and Tanwin, the rule of Iqlab is applied. And how is it applied? It is applied in that the Nun Sakinah and Tanwin is articulated as as if it is mim. So when you hear that Nun Sakinah, it sounds as if it is mim that is before the Ba. Let's look at examples from our surahs, our familiar surahs. Nun Sakinah followed by Ba. If you go to Suratul Humaza, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كلا لينبذن في الحطمة كلا لينبذن. Look at that word, layum. If you look at the spelling, it's layun before the Ba. But then because the Nun Sakinah is followed by Ba, it becomes layum. It's pronounced as layum. Remember I told you that Tajweed is an oral discipline. So it is that pronunciation, that articulation that we are learning there. So it does not mean that it is mim that is there. It is nun that is there, but it's pronounced as mim. La yumbadanna fil hutama. So whenever you see it, don't call it la yunbazanna, it's la yumbadanna fil hutama. So I hope that is clear. Now let's say that is Nun Sakinah followed by Ba. Now let's go for the Tanwin followed by Ba. In Surah Al-Bayyinah, and Surah Al-Bayyinah, that's also Nun Sakinah followed by Ba. Yes, that's another example. وَمَا تَفَرَّقَ الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ إِلَّا مِن بَعْدِ مَا جَاءَتْهُمُ الْبَيِّنَةُ مِن بَعْدِ. Yes, also Nun Sakinah followed by Ba. Min ba'di. You heard that too? Min ba'di, not min ba'di. It's min ba'di. Min ba'di ma ja'athumul bayyina. Now, for Nun Tanwin followed by Ba, let's scan through our familiar surahs. I'm finding it hard to remember one now. Surah to... Okay. Oh yeah, I remember one now. Let's go to Surah Al-Alaq. In Surah Al-Alaq, كلا لئن لم ينته لنصفعا بالناصية لنصفعا بالناصية لنصفعا. You know there's one Tanwin there, Tanwin al-Ghali. Yes, that Tanwin there, لنصفعا. Yes, followed by Ba. لَنَصْفَأً بِالنَّاصِيَةِ. So that is an example of tanwin followed by ba. So ba is the only letter that the rule of Iqlab is concerned with. So it means that anytime you see Nun Sakinah and Tanwin followed by ba, you pronounce the Nun Sakinah and Tanwin as It's as simple as that. Now Ikhfa. Yes. The reason why I discussed Ikhfa last is that for the previous three, remember we said that for Izhar, when Alif Hamza, Ha, Kha, Ain, Ghain and Ha are coming after Nun Sakinah and Tanwin, then we have to apply Izhar. When Ya, Ra, Mim, Lam, Waw and Nun are coming after Nun Sakinah and Tanwin, we are going to apply Idgham. And when Ba is coming after Nun Sakinah and Tanwin, we are going to apply Iqlab. Now all the other letters after this, if you calculate this, those are 13 letters of the 28 Arabic alphabet. So it means that the other 15, whenever they come after Nun Sakinah and Tanwin, Ikhfa is applied. Now, if you want to start memorizing, I think memorizing Ikhfa letters could be a bit more difficult than memorizing the previous three. So it means that once you know the letters of Izhar, you know the letters of Idgham, and you know the letter of Iqlab, then all the other letters are letters of Ikhfa. So that's why I want us to study those ones first, so that you've memorized that for Izhar, you've memorized that for Iqlab, you've memorized that of Idgham, and then you just know that any other one after those ones are going to have the rule of Ikhfa. So let's get right into it. Al-Ikhfa. What does Al-Ikhfa mean? Whenever we come across Nun Sakinah and Tanwin followed by any or any of the letters of Al-Ikhfa, I mean the other 15 letters other than the ones that we discussed previously, so any of them, you are going to hide the sound. These letters are Ta, Tha, Jim, Dal, Zal, Zayu, Sin, Shin, Sod, Do, To, Zo, Fa, Qaf, Kaf. That's all. Yes, those are the 15 letters that you apply Al-Ikhfa when you see them after Nun Sakinah and Tanwin. So these letters, when they come after Nun Sakinah or Tanwin, you are going to hide that Nun Sakinah and Tanwin. It means that Ikhfa is in between Al-Idgham and Al-Izhar. Remember, for Al-Izhar, we said you are going to articulate the sound clearly. Sound clearly. For Al-Idgham, you are going to insert the sound into that letter, and then the sound is practically not heard. But for Al-Ikhfa, it's right in between. It is not totally articulated, it is not totally not articulated. So we are going to articulate it using nasalization. It means the remember our gunna, nasalization, using our nostril. Let's see an example of this. In Surah Al-Falaq, من شر غاسق إذا وقب if you see, I did not say min sharri and I did not say misharri. I said min sharri. The nun is not totally called but then the sound comes with it. Min sharri. Another example of this, that is Nun Sakinah followed by Shin. Another example of this is in Surah Al-Fil. Yeah, Surah Al-Fil. No, Surah Al-Ma'un. Let's go Surah Al-Ma'un. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. You see, عن صلاتهم, not عن صلاتهم. عن صلاتهم ساهون. So this is Al-Ikhfau in practice. Okay, let's examine Tanwin followed by the Ikhfau. The Ikhfau, they are very easy to get because that's the most letters, so obviously it's going to be easy to get. So if you go to Surah to Al-Bayyinah, Surah Al-Bayyinah, فيها كتب قيمة. فيها كتب قيمة. كتب. You see, the sound is coming from the nursery. كتب قيمة, not كتب قيمة. No, not كتب. Is كتب قيمة. The sound accompanies it. I hope this is clear. So any of the Ikhfa letters, any of the 15 letters that we have listed earlier, so any of them that comes after Nun Sakinah and Tanwin, we will not be able to highlight the examples one after the other, 15 letters. The video is going to be very, very long. So from these examples that we have made now, I expect that we have better understanding of what Al-Ikhfau is all about. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us ease of understanding, beneficial knowledge, and success in all our endeavors. Let us try as much as possible to practice. Remember, I usually say that no matter what you learn, especially in Tajweed, but also in all other disciplines as well, but especially in Tajweed, no matter what you learn, you have to practice it. You have to practice it. I have a saying that I do tell my students that knowledge is not taught, it is learnt. Knowledge is not taught, it is learnt. No matter how much your teacher puts into teaching you, if you don't have some private time that you use to learn what you have been taught, then it will be hard for you to attain the pinnacle of that your discipline. So you must try as much as possible to practice on your own. After listening to this, you can also listen to many reciters. Listen to reciters and listen to how they are applying these rules. And you yourself, sit down and apply it. Practice it. While you practice it, look for someone who is better than you in Tajweed. Maybe your Ustaz. Say, Ustaz, please listen to me and examine it. I want you to see if I'm making any mistake and let me know. So you apply it. Your Ustaz will tell you, you're fine like this, it's fine like that. No, you have to do it more like this. So it's easier for one to quickly grab it if one has an Ustaz that is leading one and is checking if you are correct or not. So you are sitting in the comfort of your room and say, oh, I've gotten it. Sometimes you might be making some mistakes and you will not know. You will not know. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us beneficial knowledge, ease of understanding, and success in all our endeavors once again. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Okay, brothers and sisters, we will meet again in the next class. It's me, your friend and brother, Abu Zubair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.